Well, we're certainly excited to be moving on to the final. I'm not sure it was necessarily, our best game that we've played all year long, but we found a way to be opportunistic, get some goals, big special teams tonight, and move on to the finals. So I thought we were good in some areas. I thought we were good in the offensive zone. I thought we did a good job protecting pucks and generating chances in the offensive zone. I thought we were a little undisciplined through the neutral zone and gave them some odd man rushes, and I thought they get some good chances off of that. But other than that, the penalty kill was great, and we scored a big power play goal to, a 3-2 game to make it 4-2. So excited for the win and looking forward to playing in front of a big house tomorrow night.
Mike, how much was that first goal really kind of a tone setter, maybe something that relaxed your team? Not only the timing of it because it was so quick, but also the spectacular nature of it.
Yeah, it didn't really relax me because I saw the whole bench going bananas and holding their heads, and I'm like, we have a long way to go. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you score it like that or whether it goes in off a skate. It's a goal when we have 55 minutes to play here. So, and sure enough, they came right back down and made it 1-1. But it was a, beautiful goal.
Hudson seemed to have real pep in his step. He had to be disappointed the way the last game ended for him. Do you think he just kind of felt like he owed the team one?
I don't think so. I don't think he's that type of kid. He's been playing pretty well all year long. Pucks necessarily haven't been going in, but I thought that was our best line tonight by far.
Yeah, they seemed like they were on the jump right from the start.
They were great. They were really, really good.
He just keeps playing better and better.
He played well. I haven't seen the whole tape, but I thought he did a nice job as well.
What did you like about the penalty kill today, besides not giving up a goal?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were able to keep them on the perimeter. I didn't think they were able to get much to the house. I thought we did a nice job when we went down ice to disrupt their entries. So, and we really did a good job of eliminating any type of second and third chance opportunities.
How important was getting the kill on that 5-minute one there?
Oh, really important. I mean, it's a 5-2 game that can get them right back in the game. We were fortunate to, get the interference penalty there, which took 2 minutes out of that. But we can't be taking those penalties. There's a couple penalties we took that I thought were very unnecessary. And you're playing in a championship game, those will bite you. So we've certainly got to play a little more disciplined tomorrow.
Mike, for Hudson to get those two, I'm sure you've seen it before. Did that maybe get him rolling in the right direction? Is this something that hopefully rolls in the same direction as seniors?
Yeah, I think for most players it would, John. But Hudson's one of the most positive kids we have on the team, and I don't think his play is ever affected by points or goals. He just plays consistently the same way every time. And he gets chances, and he's probably, in a lot of ways, our most valuable player as far as power play, penalty kill, regular shift. He's going to play 5-on-6. He's out there with big face-offs. So all he cares about is winning. It was nice that he got a couple of goals tonight, but if he didn't score tonight, I think he'd still be the same player tomorrow.
You said last year Matty would try to Michigan. You said you never even seen him practice that. Is Samu a guy who practices that?
No, not really. I don't even see the guys practicing it that much after practice. They all can do it now, though. I mean, just about everybody can flip it up like that. And hey, listen, it's a effective play. There's a reason why you see so many of those goals. It's a very effective play. It's a hard play for a goaltender to stop. And if you can get it up there on your stick, it's the same as wrapping the puck around. So,
What'd you see out of Jake Flynn?
it was his first game back. I thought he was a little rusty early, but I loved his compete as the game went on. I thought he did a really nice job playing consistent minutes for us.
And it seems like Pascucci's playing with more confidence every game.
He is. He's a very physical player, and when he keeps the game simple, he's another effective defenseman for us. He's eating up some minutes for us back there.
CJ mentioned about Samu's goal, that this is kind of the perfect event for it to happen in, because there's a bunch of kids in the crowd and they're gonna go nuts over it, and they're gonna be trying it in practice tomorrow. Just
Yeah, that's gonna make all their coaches real happy. No, it was nice. It was, but like I said, it's not something we practice. If the opportunity presents itself and it's the right situation, it's fine, but I don't want our guys consistently going behind the net looking to flip it up and make that play if it's not there.
Mike, how do you prepare for tomorrow as far as this next game? Do you guys stick around and watch it as a team, or how do you kind of approach this?
Yeah, I think we'll have a meal. Players will probably watch the first period or so, but I think they'll head back to the hotel to get some rest.
have any guesses about what we're gonna ask you about?
Yeah, probably the goal. It was a great way to start the game, though. Like, we've been talking the whole season. Like, scoring the first goal is like huge for us, and like, I didn't really expect it. It's gonna happen like that. But like, I'm glad it happened. So.
When did you decide I'm going with this? Is it a split second thing?
Oh yeah, it was more like a battle thing. We were talking about how to we forecheck on them, we stay on them, and the first goal did really good job on the corner, and those are the little things when you play some sport or you do a lot of things your whole life and you don't really at the moment think about it. You just do it, and I really understood it at the bench first time. That was great.
He's a 6'6" goalie. Did that you really had to get it up over the shoulder considering his height?
Yeah, we were talking about that before the game. Let's shoot 13 inches on the ice. We're trying to get rebounds for him, but I think he wasn't aware of that. I think no one wasn't, even I wasn't. So, but he was happy that it went in.
Well, I guess the question everyone would have is, do you practice that?
Yeah, those are the things that I think every single hockey player, it's when you play with your friends or when you're young and you just fall in love with the game, you practice that kind of stuff because those are the highlights you see in the YouTube, and it's, you don't practice every single day, but when you do it, it's of course crazy feeling.
When the coach isn't looking, that's when you practice.
Yeah, no.
How many times have you actually scored in a game like that?
Never actually in hockey, but I played roller hockey a lot when I was young. And roller hockey a lot, but it's kind of different thing. It's easier in that.
How much does this tournament mean to you guys, the guys in the locker room? Do you guys look forward to this tournament?
Yeah, of course. So we play for 4 trophies during the season, and this is the first one. Kind of we can close up, and of course we're really lucky that we can play tournament these kind of weekends. Of course, every game is huge for us during the season, but we are happy that we can play tournaments during the season in January. There's not really many teams that are doing that, so it's each weekend. Last year we lost for QPAC. The game, I think we played a really good game. The first game on Friday reminds me a lot the game that we played today. So tomorrow is revenge, whoever is gonna play against us. So we watch the game and we figure out tomorrow.
What was it like once you saw that you put that puck in the net? What was your reaction to it?
I haven't scored goals a long time, bro. The longest period in my career, bro. 10 games, and all the time talking with the coaches. Let's just keep it simple. Trying to shoot from everywhere. It will go in, and how it happened today. It's I was I kind of started laughing on the bench. I was okay, that wasn't what I expect when you're struggling scoring goals. So.
Anything else for Samu, guys?
After the game,
what did your teammates maybe say to you about the goal, or what did coach say to you about the goal, if anything?
No, we were just more talking about how the game went through, and like, of course, like after we had a meeting and stuff, we started just stretching, like you talk about like a little bit with your teammates, and it's like a great feeling. But like, of course, we had like 5 other goals too that were huge. Like how they scored 2 goals in the first period, and like even they scored a couple goals, and we had the 5-minute major. Like we still like stick in the game plan, and we found a way to close the game. So that's the most important thing.
It was a really offensive performance tonight. How are you looking at tomorrow?
Excuse me?
The offense was really good tonight. How are you looking at tomorrow's game?
Oh yeah. Usually like when there was like offense, we had like scored 6 goals. It's great. Like we've been like playing really tight games, like low scoring games during the season, but of course it's like more confidence for tomorrow, like scoring the goals, and like we had way more like opportunity to score even more, because it's like tomorrow's gonna be a hard battle, and we're happy that we played the late game, and just in general we need to be better like in other things too for the defense is so tough, and like how to like fill out 3 lanes in the 1-3-1 and stuff.
I want to ask you about Samu's first. Just what is your reaction when he does that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate I get to see it every day. You know, he's a special player that's done some special things for us as a team, and yeah, I'm really happy that he stepped up in his moment and was able to score that today. It's a pretty cool moment for everyone seeing those go in, but really happy for the kid. He deserved it.
Does that give you guys a little like, okay, let's go kind of thing? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it might give us a little let's go, but it's also might be a little bit too much of a let's go, and okay, let's relax a little bit, right? We try, and something we've been preaching lately is trying to avoid these valleys and mountains of emotions and just try to stay even keel. So I think that one might have got the best of us a little bit, but it's another something for us to learn on, for sure.
We're talking about Samu's goal. Your goal was sick. You got the stick behind the feet and falling down, got that shot off. Take us through that play and what it took to kind of get a shot off with the puck behind your skates.
Yeah, no, I knew once I saw Drew kind of skating up with the puck, we've been preaching driving the net for the last couple weeks. So we had a great net drive, and that obviously doesn't, you know, I'm never open if nobody's driving the net there. So I can't remember who it was that was driving the net, but I think it might have been Brad's or Richie, one of the two. And then kicks it out to Drew, and once I see Six with the puck, I know, you know, he's a playmaker. He's made dynamic plays for us over the last 2 years, so I just tried to be as ready as I could, and it might have been a little bit of my feet, but I was able to kind of grab a hold of it in a kind of an awkward way and find the net. So I'll take that one.
How does it feel to get a couple? Coach says you're giving everything every day. It doesn't matter win, lose, whether you're scoring. But to finally break through and get a couple for yourself, how does it feel?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I think it feels good for everyone to kind of get on the score sheet, but I was more just happy for our line in general. You know, I think kind of team chemistry and line chemistry might be something that we've struggled with a little bit this year at points, and to kind of see some things starting to click, whether it was Woody Tats and Will Downey last weekend at UNH, or, you know, Richie Brad tonight. You know, being able to have that chemistry and find those guys and trust within each other is going to help us in big time games like tomorrow.
What did you like about the penalty kill tonight? Not only those ones in the first period, but then that major one later on.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a commitment to relentless pursuit of, you know, what we do as a club on the penalty kill. And Heltz does a great job with us about getting us prepared for other teams' power plays and setting us up for success. So a lot of it's up to us and being truly relentless in our pursuit of the goal of the penalty kill on that given night. And, you know, I think John Spetz does an unbelievable job for us before we go for a kill about kind of setting all of our minds in the right idea, whether, you know, I feel like in the past it might have been like, oh, we took a penalty, like dang, but now it's almost instantaneous. You can look down the bench and see John, or if John's not doing it, it's myself, like, let's go, we're getting a kill, instead of we have a penalty. It's like, okay, let's go, let's get a kill. So I think a bit of a mindset flip, along with Heltz's coaching and Spetzy's leadership, has been tremendous for us on the kill.
Last 2 weekends, you guys bounced back after rough game ones. This weekend, you get the good game one. What is it about that second game of the weekend that you can carry into tomorrow night?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, the last couple Fridays are games we would have liked to have back, to be honest. I think, you know, over our last 4, we truly believe as a team that we should have been 4-0. And we were right there with UNH and Maine both nights, and we kind of let it slip away from us. We think due to those kind of mountains and valleys that we've been following on emotionally. So obviously tomorrow is going to be up top for, if not the most emotional game we've been in this season as a club. So, using what we've learned over the last 2 weeks has prepared us better than anything we could ask for. So really trying to stay even keel here is going to be huge for us tomorrow.
And kind of see it in the way you talk about tomorrow night. You guys want this pretty bad tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah, no, I think they got the best of us the last 2 times that we've had this when I was here, and us older guys, we really want this tomorrow. There's no hiding that.
Hudson, Coach was talking about, you were talking about steady and consistent, and Coach is complimentary of your approach every day. Pretty much, how do you approach every shift? He says whether you're scoring or not, it's the same. He gets the same thing. He knows what he's gonna get from you. What's your mindset about every shift, every second of every shift?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, kind of, when I see somebody like a bad player, a bad shift get to someone, it's not disappointing, but in the perspective of the world and a lot of things, one bad shift or bad play doesn't really represent a whole lot. So, I kind of try and flush those pretty quickly and get on page with my line mates really fast, do a lot of communication. Communication is so important. You sit down with your line mates after a bad shift and say, hey, what do you see there? What do you see there? Talk things out. You have time, you get back, talk things out, rest up. That's kind of just how I try to approach it. Super positive, flush the bad. Mistakes are going to happen. Watch the best players in the world. They're making mistakes every single night they play too. So, don't be too hard on yourself and, avoid those mountains and valleys as much as you can and stay even keel, stay positive.
Is that an approach you've always had?
Try to. I'd like to thank my dad a little bit for that one. He's kind of always been a big supporter of positivity for me. He would see me when I was younger. I used to one bad play and I'd kind of be done for a game almost as a kid, lose my mind. And he was like, man, relax. We'd be driving home and, in Vancouver and there's a homeless guy on the side of the road. He's like, really? You're upset about one bad play? A lot of people have it a lot worse than you do. So I'm really fortunate to have him as a father and kind of a role model for me growing up. For sure helped me with that.